Hi viewers, welcome to Acheron Process Accelerator channel, and in this video we are going to have a walkthrough about the re-architectured motor insurance claims journey into a modular AI-assisted event-driven process built on Camunda. The solution is designed for the business leaders, transformation teams, and solution architects who want faster claim cycles, stronger governance, and measurable automation impacts without losing human accountability. We'll begin with the business problem. Why change was necessary? Manual handoffs, inefficient survey routing, and inconsistent decisions, weak exception control, and low end-to-end visibility. And these are the basic problems that have been in the traditional flow and which leads to slow approvals and high errors. Basically, in these kinds of claim process, what the customer expects is about the faster claims with less errors and correct estimation and approval flows. And half re-architecture process solves all the above problem, and let's go to the developer walkthrough of the process. And this is the main flow of the diagram, whereas it has been separated into 5 different parts with retry loops in case of any rejections in between the process. And this starts with the claim intake. And basically, for any insurance process to begin, what is the basic step? First, the thing should be reported, and after that, the basic details and the claim details would be gathered. And this is the starting part where the claim intake starts. First, the policy details have been gathered, and then it has been checked for duplicates. Whether this is the first time the specific thing is being reported or it is a duplicate report. And after this check, it has been sent to the next phase. If it is a duplicate claim, it is been rejected, and if it is not a duplicate, it has been passed to the next step by sending a claim notification. And after this, the external check system happens, and this is like whether the information each and everything are being given, and if not, a user task could be in between, and from which the person would be uploading their data. And after this, a product expert verifies, where his job is to verify the details, and if it is true and he is satisfied with all the details and all the documents that we provide, then this process goes to the next phase, and this is like registration confirmation. And after this, the data has been saved, and then claim form is generated, and this is like the details of the incident and the vehicle's details and what is the description about the incident. Each and everything is been got, and whether the person is a verified person or not, each and everything would be checked in this part, and then based on this, the next propagation of the flow would happen. And if it is not verified, he will be obviously rejected, and if he is verified, he would be going to the next phase, like providing his extra informations for the further process of the claims, and the data is being shared, and the claim is being taken. And in these parts, the rejection flows and the retry flows are being there, which would be used in the middle of the flows. If the provided data is insufficient, or it is a wrong claim, or it is a fraudulent claim, this would reject it from the flow. And this is the next step of the process. After the claim intake, the document processing happens, and in this process, first the server is being auto assigned by the system based on what the claim it is, and after that, each and every update is being sent to the concerned person through an email, so that they can be up to date of what is the current status of the insurance process. And this has been done for each and every change in this current flow. And after the server has been assigned, based on the type of claim it undergoes, the document should be uploaded, and that's where this part comes in. The document is uploaded in this specific part, and like FIR copies or the RC books. In some insurance process, the FIR is not required, and in some the FIR is required. Based on that, these documents should be uploaded here, and after that, an IDP document extraction, and this is the intelligent document processing system which is currently used here. What it does is it will extract all the text from the documents, and then it will cross validate based on the required fields and what is the data provided. And if each and everything is satisfied and each and everything is correct, in that case it will be directly going to the decision box, and based on this decision the next process would happen, like the next process of the claims, or re-upload the documents or reject the claim. And if there are any error caused or it cannot find what kind of document and the details in it, in such case a human is been in this loop. He would be there to verify the documents, and this is the part where human is in. And if the IDP extraction score is below a certain point, then human would be in this loop. He would be there to verify each and every document manually, and after his verification this would go to the next step. Even if the ADP fails to extract something, in some cases if it could not recognize something, even in that case there would be a human in the loop who would be verifying each and every document and proceeding to the next flow. And here next would be like the three parts, like the claim would go to the next phase, or else request for re-upload will happen, or else the claim will be rejected if wrong documents or the required details are not possible for the claim to happen. And estimate approval is the next process of the claim intake. And here after the document has been verified and then the surveyor has been assigned, here this process would go on. First, the assigned surveyor would come to the spot and then inspect the vehicle, and then he would be taking the photos of the specific vehicle, and these photos would be uploaded, and this would be verified whether each and everything is been right and this is enough for the claim. And if this is not satisfied, then it will go to the re-upload part, and image re-upload email would be sent, and after that the image would be re-uploaded. And if this is satisfied, it will go to the next part where the parts that have been uploaded would be priced, and then the estimate would be generated for this. Here after this estimate generated, a series of AI is been there to validate and go for the next process. First, the history will be validated based on a certain checks, where what kind of process is this currently, where it will go for strong evidence from weak indicators, and then check for some anomalies, and if it is a repeated claim for the same things. And after that the validation of pricing of parts would happen. First both of this validation would happen, and then this data would be sent to a person who's in the flow, and then he would be finally approving this. And here after the AI is been checking each and everything, this would go for this surveyor approval for estimate. And in this process, he would be verifying each and everything and then go through the AI's output. And based on this, he would be designing next path. And if he accepts, it will go for the next process. And if he rejects, it will be going to a expert flow. Here, if in case if he rejects, he will be going to an expert and he will be verifying this, and then based on his verification the next step would go on, and if he rejects, the claim will be rejected, otherwise it will go to the next step. After the estimate has been approved, the next steps comes in, and this step is the repair and inspection. Here the status would be sent as through an email, and the repair process would start. And after the repair is being started and completed, the invoice of the parts that have been used in the repair and that have been not really used, where while repair they are found to be good and used, and in that case invoice would be again submitted, and then reinspection would be happening of the complete repaired vehicle. And after this it will be of two steps, whether he approves or rejects. And if he approves, it will go to the next part, where it is like the status would be again sent through an email where he approved, and then the invoice has been generated and each and everything has been updated to the customer or the specific person. And after that, AI is being kept in this part, and the specific use of the AI is like the parts price and details before the repair and after the repair. Both will be compared and check for difference. If the difference is very high, it will be sending uh, intimation through the next user who's been going to check this manually, and he is the one who would be comparing the charges of the invoice that is being generated currently. And after this, the release of surveyor form will be happening. Here he would be verifying both the prices, and he uploads what the estimated price is about. And after this flow has been completed, and comes the final part. Here the quality check and the final status update and approval of the claim would happen. First the quality is being checked, and then the customer would be updated through a email, and then based on the estimation the claim would be verified, and then it will be approved, and then the process will be closed. And with this the process comes to an end. Here with the AI and the orchestration, the complete process would become fast, smart and zero touch. This is the unified process of the end-to-end flow with the 5 different parts. Here AI enabled quality checks. Here if there are only manual checks, it will take a hell lot of time. AI in the loop helps humans to reduce their work and time, and they would help with increase in focus and accuracy of the data. And each and everything that are controlled is being done by the human, where it is not completely given to the AI. The decision making parts are being done by a human in the loop, and this improves the speed, the accuracy, and end-to-end flow, and the complete process becomes faster. And this is the transformation highlight of the current flow they have been developed. Faster claim closure, smarter automation, and that's the complete goal of this process. And with this video comes to an end, and for more details you can contact us through the email and contact details that have been given below. Thank you.